We all carry our past with us. Memories, choices, regrets, they follow us like shadows. Sometimes we try to forget. Other times we hold on too tightly. But whether we want them or not, our past experiences shape how we see the world today. When we struggle to move forward, it is often because the past is heavy. We think, I should have done things differently, or it's too late now. These thoughts grow louder with time. They can stop us from trying again. They can even make us afraid to begin at all. But the past is not a place we can return to. It is already gone. What remains is how we respond to it. If we keep looking back, we lose sight of where we are going. Like a person walking backward, we risk stumbling over the present moment. Letting go of the past does not mean forgetting. It means choosing not to let it control us. It means understanding that what happened before does not have to define what happens next. This is not easy. It takes courage to say, that was then, this is now. Many people think strength means never falling, but true strength may be the willingness to rise again after we fall, to begin again, even when we feel tired, unsure, or afraid. Each new beginning gives us a chance to live differently, to live more fully. The weight of the past will always be there, but we can learn to carry it with more lightness. And in doing so, we open the door to something new. Many people believe that when something ends, it is truly over. A relationship ends, a job is lost, a dream fades, and we feel as if a door has closed forever. We call it the end, as if there is nothing left after that moment. But in truth, very little in life ends completely. What we often call endings are really changes. The form may disappear, but something always remains. A memory, a lesson, a shift in how we see the world. Even grief is not a full stop. It is part of the path forward. It shows us what mattered, what we loved, and how deeply we lived. When we believe in finality, we feel fear. We think, this is the last chance, or nothing can come after this. That fear can stop us from living. It can keep us from trying again. But life is more like a circle than a straight line. Even in loss, something begins again. A new way of being, a new kind of peace. Seasons change. Trees lose their leaves, but they are not dead. They are preparing for spring. In the same way, our lives move through seasons. What seems like an end may only be a time of rest before something new appears. This idea can bring hope. If nothing truly ends, then we are never truly stuck. We are never truly lost. There is always another path, even if we cannot see it yet. The pain may still be there, but so is the chance to begin again. When we let go of the illusion of finality, we make space for new life, for growth, for quiet joy. And we learn that what we feared as the end was often just the beginning in disguise. Starting over may not feel powerful. It often begins with doubt, sadness, or even shame. We think, why am I here again? Or, I should be further along. It can feel like failure. It can feel small. But within that smallness, there is something strong and steady. There is quiet power in beginning again. Not the loud kind that demands attention, but the kind that grows slowly, like roots beneath the earth. When we start over, we are not empty. We bring with us everything we have learned. Our past does not disappear. It becomes part of our strength. Some people believe starting again means going backward, but that is not true. To begin again is to continue the journey with deeper wisdom. Each return to the beginning is not the same as the last. We are different now. We know more. We feel more. We have been shaped by time and experience. In this way, starting over is an act of courage. It is a choice to say, I am still here. It is a refusal to give up, even when life has been unkind. We do not need to rush. We do not need to have all the answers. We only need to take the next step. This quiet power is easy to miss. It does not shout. It does not try to impress. But over time, it can change everything. It allows us to live again, not as we were, but as we are now. It invites us to move gently, honestly, and with care. And in that quiet strength, we discover that starting over is not a weakness. It is one of the most human and most hopeful things we can do. Sometimes we hold on because we believe we must. To let go feels like giving up. It feels like forgetting what was once important. We may hold on to people, to plans, to stories about who we thought we would become. But often, this holding does not help us move forward. It keeps us stuck. We may not notice it at first. We say, "I just need more time," or maybe things will go back to how they were. These thoughts seem harmless, even comforting, but over time they become heavy. Like carrying a bag full of stones, we grow tired and we slow down. When we hold on tightly, we are not free to receive what is new. Our hands, our hearts, are too full. We stop seeing what is right in front of us. We stop growing because we are looking back instead of ahead. Letting go is not about forgetting. It is about making space to breathe, to rest, and to begin again. It means honoring the past without living inside it. It means saying, "That chapter was real, and now it is complete." This can be painful. There may be sadness, fear, or a sense of loss, but there is also relief. Like opening a window in a room that has been closed for too long. Letting go brings fresh air. It brings the chance to move again. When we let go, we are not losing ourselves. We are returning to ourselves. We are choosing life as it is, not as we wish it had been. And from that place, we can take a new step, a real step, one that leads us forward, not back. There are things in life we cannot change. People leave, plans fail, illness comes, time moves forward, whether we are ready or not. At first we may fight this truth. We say, "It's not fair," or "It shouldn't be this way." These thoughts are natural, but when we stay in them too long, they become chains that hold us in place. Acceptance is not the same as giving up. It does not mean we agree with what happened. It means we stop trying to control what is already done. We stop wasting our strength on what cannot be undone. And in doing so, we free that strength for what still lies ahead. Many people believe acceptance is weak, but it takes great strength to look at pain, to see it clearly, and to say, "Yes, this is part of my life now." That kind of honesty is powerful. It allows healing to begin. It allows peace to enter. Sometimes we think if we accept something, it means we are okay with it, but that is not true. We can accept and still feel sadness. We can accept and still wish things were different. Acceptance does not take away our feelings. It gives them room to be real. In life, some doors will close and never open again. That is not our fault. It is simply how life moves. But when we stop pushing against what is unchangeable, we begin to see what is possible. We begin to live in the world as it is, not perfectly, but honestly. And from this place of acceptance, we are better able to begin again. Not from denial, not from anger, but from truth. And truth is always a good place to start. No one enjoys failing. It can hurt our pride, shake our confidence, and make us question our worth. We are often taught to fear failure, to avoid it at all costs. But if we look more closely, we may see that failure is not the enemy. It is one of our greatest teachers. Failure shows us where we were not ready, where we misunderstood, or where we hoped for something that was not meant to last. It does not mean we are bad. It means we are human, and to be human is to make mistakes, again and again. When we fail, we often feel shame. We want to hide. We may even stop trying. But this reaction keeps us from learning. It keeps us from growing. If we can pause and look at our failure without judgment, we may find something valuable, a lesson, a truth, a deeper understanding of ourselves. Many successes begin with failure. The person who now stands tall may have fallen many times. Each fall taught them something. Each mistake helped shape their path. Failure, then, is not the end. It is part of the journey. To begin again, we must stop seeing failure as a sign that we are not good enough. We must see it as a message. Not, you are broken, but there is something here to learn. And learning is what keeps us moving forward. It is not easy. We must be gentle with ourselves. But when we meet failure with open eyes and an open heart, it loses its power to shame us. It becomes a quiet guide, showing us how to take our next step, wiser, braver, and more ready than before. One of the hardest parts of beginning again is not knowing what comes next. We like to plan, to feel certain, to know where we are going. The unknown can feel like a dark forest. We cannot see the path, and we worry we will get lost. But the truth is, life is always unknown. Even when things seem clear, they can change in a moment. What feels safe today may be gone tomorrow. And yet we still wake up. We still move forward. This means we already know how to live with the unknown, even if we don't realize it. Trusting the unknown does not mean we stop being careful. It means we stop demanding guarantees. It means we allow life to unfold, even when we do not have all the answers. We say, I don't know what will happen, but I will take one step anyway. This trust is not blind. It is built slowly, through experience. Each time we survive a hard moment, each time we find our way through something we didn't expect, we build a little more trust, not just in life, but in ourselves. The unknown will always feel uncomfortable. That is natural, but it can also be full of quiet beauty, a conversation you did not plan, a change you did not want, but that brought new life, a door you didn't see until you walked past it. To begin again, we must enter the unknown. Not with fear, but with a soft heart, we remind ourselves it is okay not to know. It is okay to feel unsure. What matters is that we move anyway, with care, with honesty, and with the courage to see what may come. When we begin again, we often feel pressure to fix everything at once. We want to rebuild quickly, to prove that we are okay, to make our life feel full again. But this rush can create confusion. It can lead us to build on weak ground. Starting over is a chance to choose differently. We do not need to bring everything with us. We can ask, what really matters now, and what can I leave behind? These questions help us rebuild, not with noise, but with clarity. Not with clutter, but with calm. Simplicity is not about having less. It is about focusing on what is true. When we clear away what is not needed, old habits, harmful patterns, unkind voices, we make space for what supports us. A quiet moment, a helpful word, a single step in the right direction. Clarity comes not from having all the answers, but from being honest about where we are. We can say, this is what I have, and this is where I am. That truth is enough. We do not need to pretend. We do not need to hurry. Often, the smallest steps are the most powerful. A deep breath, a simple choice, a quiet yes. These are the stones we use to rebuild. Not a tower, but a path. One we can walk with care. Beginning again does not have to be grand. It can be gentle. It can be slow. And in that simplicity, we often find strength we forgot we had. We discover that rebuilding is not about becoming someone new. It is about returning to what is real and walking forward with clear eyes and a steady heart. Beginning again often brings up uncomfortable feelings. We may feel embarrassed, unsure, or even ashamed. It can feel like we are starting from nothing. as if we are behind others, or behind where we thought we would be. In these moments, humility becomes not a weakness, but a quiet strength. Humility is not about lowering ourselves. It is not thinking, I am less than others. True humility means seeing ourselves clearly. We accept that we do not have all the answers. We accept that we are still learning. And we know that it is okay to begin again, no matter how many times we have done it before. With humility, we stop pretending. We do not have to act like everything is fine when it is not. We can say, I need help, or I don't know yet. These words take courage, but they open the door to support, to honesty, and to growth. Pride often tells us we should already know, or that we should never fall. But pride can become a barrier. It keeps us stuck in the past. Humility, on the other hand, lets us return to the present. It allows us to start over with open hands and a softer heart. When we are humble, we listen more, we see more, we begin to notice small gifts that we missed before, a kind word, a quiet moment, a gentle reminder that we are not alone. In beginning again, humility gives us balance. It keeps us from falling into fear or pretending we are stronger than we are. It invites us to grow step by step, not in perfection, but in truth. And in truth, we find the real beginning, not a new image, but a deeper self. When we begin again, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We look at how far we think we need to go, and the distance feels too great. We wonder, how can I fix everything? Or, where do I even start? These thoughts can stop us before we take the first step. But the truth is, we do not need to do everything at once. We only need to begin. Even the smallest step forward has power. A small change in direction can lead to a whole new path. What matters most is not the size of the step, but the fact that we take it. Sometimes we wait for the perfect time. We say, I'll start when I feel ready, or I need to figure out more first. But readiness often comes after we begin, not before. Taking a small step can bring the clarity we were waiting for. That step might be very simple: making a phone call, standing up and stretching, writing down one thought, speaking one honest word. These acts may seem too small to matter, but they are seeds. With time and care, seeds grow. We must remind ourselves, we are not in a race. Life is not asking us to be perfect. It is only asking us to keep moving. One step, then another, and then another after that. Small beginnings are strong. They are steady. They are kind to the heart. We do not need to change the world in a day. We only need to begin with what we can do today. And if we can do that, just one thing, then we have already started. That is enough. That is more than enough. Change is a part of life, but many of us resist it. We hold on to what is familiar, even if it no longer serves us. We fear the unknown, and we wonder if we are strong enough to handle what's ahead. These fears are natural, but they can also keep us from growing. When we begin again, change is not only possible, it is necessary. We cannot move forward while staying exactly the same. But embracing change does not mean we must enjoy it. It means we stop fighting what is already happening. It means we meet it with calm eyes and a steady breath. Fear often whispers, what if things get worse? But it rarely asks, what if things get better? We forget that change can bring healing, new chances, and even unexpected peace. The life we are moving toward may not be perfect, but it may hold things we have never imagined. To welcome change, we must let go of the need for control. We cannot plan every step. We cannot protect ourselves from every disappointment. But we can learn to stand in the middle of change and say, I will stay open. That is courage. Even painful changes can offer something to us. They can show us what matters. They can teach us how to be more honest, more alive. We do not have to fear change when we know it is part of what makes us human. The path ahead will shift, that is certain. But if we move with change instead of against it, we suffer less. And in that softness, in that surrender, we find a quiet kind of freedom. To begin again, we must welcome change, not as an enemy, but as a companion on the journey. Many people think beginning again must be something big, a new job, a new city, a new chapter. But often, the most important kind of renewal happens in small, quiet ways, every single day. Each morning is a new beginning. The sun rises, the air shifts, and we are given another chance. A chance to speak with more care. A chance to forgive. A chance to notice something we missed the day before. This is not dramatic. It is simple, and that is its strength. Daily renewal is not about changing everything. It is about living with awareness. It is about saying, "Today I will try again." We may still make mistakes. We may still feel tired or uncertain. But the gentle rhythm of trying again, day by day, is what slowly shapes a new life. When we see life in this way, we become more patient, with others and with ourselves. We stop demanding instant answers or fast results. We begin to trust that small efforts, repeated over time, are enough. Just as water shapes stone, our small choices shape who we become. There is beauty in this rhythm. We can begin again with each breath, each word, each quiet moment. We don't have to wait for some special day or perfect plan. The invitation is always there. Begin again, now. This kind of renewal does not shout. It does not need to. It moves like a soft wind, touching everything gently, yet changing everything slowly. And as we learn to live inside this rhythm, we realize that every day offers us a new beginning. Not just once, but again and again, like waves on the shore. We often wait for the right moment to begin again. We think it must come after the pain has passed, or when we feel stronger, clearer, more prepared. But sometimes that moment never comes, not because we are not ready, but because we are looking too far ahead. The truth is, the only place we can truly begin again is here, in this moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. The present is not perfect. It may feel messy or uncertain, but it is real, and it is the only place where change can begin. We may feel we are not ready, but readiness is not a requirement. What matters is our willingness. The willingness to take one breath, to take one step, to say, "I will begin from here." This choice may seem small, but it opens a new path. The present moment asks nothing more than our attention. It invites us to stop running from the past or chasing after the future. It offers us a quiet place to begin, not with force, but with honesty. Letting the present be our starting point means accepting life as it is, not as we wish it were. This acceptance brings peace. It allows us to move, even if the ground beneath us feels unsure. We do not need to wait to feel ready. We do not need to understand everything. We only need to meet this moment with care. And in doing so, we discover that the power to begin again has always been here, within reach, within us. Let this moment be enough. Let it be your new beginning. To begin again is not something we do only once. It is not a single event or a fresh start that happens just a few times in life. It is a way of living, a quiet practice that we return to again and again. There will be days when we feel strong and days when we do not. There will be moments of clarity and moments of confusion. This is the nature of being human, but no matter how many times we fall, we are always given the chance to begin once more. A life of many beginnings is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of hope. It means we are still open, still willing, still alive in the truest sense. Some days, beginning again may look like a big change. Other days, it may be as simple as standing up or taking a deep breath. There is no perfect way to start again. There is only the willingness to meet life as it is, with honesty, with softness, and with the quiet strength that grows over time. If you are listening now, I thank you for being here, for giving your time and your heart to this moment. To those who have shared your support through likes, comments, super thanks, or becoming a member of this channel, please know that your kindness is deeply appreciated. Your presence helps keep this space warm and alive. If these words have brought you peace, I am grateful. And if you return here again someday, know that you are always welcome, no matter where you are or what part of your path you are on. This moment, like every moment, holds a beginning. Let it be yours.